I want you to picture a sunset, and then I want you to picture the same sunset but on a beach. This will forever be one of my favorite sights simply because of the memories connected with being there. I'm sure you've either seen this in person or in pictures, but I got to see it for the first time in person when I was in 7th grade. My dad decided to surprise me and my siblings with a week-long trip to the beach, which we had never been to before. I want to tell you how he surprised us, some things we did while we were down there, and how we got to meet up with my cousins. Usually every summer we would go camping for a week as a family, but that year my dad decided to surprise us with a trip to the beach. None of us had ever been there before, so my dad decided to tell us in a really creative way. He created a scavenger hunt, and me and my siblings had to go through the house, pick up different pieces of paper, put them together, revealing two different pictures. One was a picture of the sunset on a beach, and the other was a picture of the condo front that we were going to stay in for the week. The next week, we packed our bags and went down to Myrtle Beach. Once we got there, we spent most of our time just on the beach, hanging out, playing in the sand, and riding in on the waves on our boogie boards. And if you've ever been down there during the busy time of the year, you know how crazy it is and how it's hard to find spots on the sand. So my mom would wake up early in the morning, save us some seats on the sand, and we would spend the whole day on the beach. 2 of the days we were down there, it ended up raining. As kids, this was devastating to us, but my dad planned different things to do in case it happened. The first day it rained, we went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. My brothers definitely thought this was pretty cool, seeing the crazy things that people did to get in the museum or in the book. And the second day it rained, we went to the Ripley's Aquarium. Personally, this was my favorite part of the trip. I've always loved marine life ever since I was a little girl, and this was definitely the biggest aquarium that I've ever been to. So even though it rained, my dad definitely made the most of every day that we were down there on our vacation. The second to last day, my dad had one more surprise for us. We have family members that live in South Carolina, and we never really get to see them because they live so far away. But he told us that they were actually vacationing on the beach the same time we were, so we spent our second to last day just hanging out with family at their beach house, playing cornhole, catching up, and having a cookout. All of these things put together are kind of the reason why picturing a sunset on the beach is one of my favorite sights. Definitely one of the most memorable vacations. First, because I'd never been there before, and second, because my dad worked so hard to make sure that we had fun the whole time we were down there. From the scavenger hunt to figuring out where we were going, to the museums we went to when it rained, and to seeing my cousins, are all reasons why this is one of the best vacations that I've ever been on.